What's up, everybody? This is Sean.
This is Alan.
And this is Inside the Square, the wrestling podcast, coming at you almost every Saturday or Sunday from sunny St. Mary's, California, Maryland. What's good, big buddy?
King and Queen of the Ring tournament.
Coming up soon, man. Who you got?
Man, I got Gunther.
You know what? I think it's going to be LA Knight.
I think it's going to be Gunther for a reason, because he could have a championship opportunity.
I think Queen of the Ring is going to be Tiffy. It's Tiffy time, baby. Who you got?
Maybe Naomi.
Hey, I'm telling you, man. Naomi's been wrestling.
She's been killing it.
She's been killing it, man.
Yeah.
Her match with Bayley and Tiffy
was so good.
Superb. She out wrestled and kind of showed them why she's supposed to be in the main event. She's really good.
But Tiffany Stratton, she showed out.
Naomi showed out. She did that split leg moonsault too.
You remember the previous moonsault Tiffany Stratton almost got?
Yeah, but like I said, Naomi actually did one in the ring.
Yeah,
and on top of a bunch of other big moves. Yeah. She takes a lot of big bumps, man.
Very good match.
I see what TNA saw in her now. Well, I mean, not even what they saw in her, but you know. She's been champ everywhere she's been at.
They could have kept her in TNA.
I think whatever they offered her from WWE was too good to pass up.
Yeah.
And she's just, I don't know, man. She has it. She goes out and performs.
Let her win the title at SummerSlam or something.
She got such a pop out in France and Lyon, France. I was stunned. It's glow time. She really showed me something, man. And like I said, the crowd reaction, incredible.
Awesome.
And speaking of crowd reaction, the Gorillas of Destiny, Tangatoa, and what's his other dude's name?
Solo Sikoa?
Nah, not Solo.
Tonga somebody. I don't know.
I just know him as G.O.D., Gorillas of Destiny. They are officially in WWE, both Haiku sons.
That is amazing.
The Bloodline story isn't going away, folks.
Not anytime soon.
Not going away. What do you think about the influx of Samoan wrestlers in WWE?
Amazing. We need more Samoan wrestlers, in my opinion.
I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, well, it's going to be only... Okay, let it be only Samoan wrestlers. I'm okay with that.
Me too. I'm fine with it.
I'm okay with it.
If Zilla Fatu or Jacob Fatu joins,
more power to him. Let's go.
Go for it.
Let's go.
And put The Rock in there. Yeah. Bloodline. New
bloodlines. Like I said, it's not going away.
Not anytime soon.
I really enjoyed the Randy Orton match.
So good.
Randy Orton, Kevin Owens.
They showed out.
Very entertaining match. And the crowd was really involved in it, man.
Yeah.
I was kind of stunned.
Like, Solo Sikoa won the fans over for his match.
Yeah. And, speaking of the Bloodline, is main event Jey Uso being underutilized? The dude had a really good...
Yes. He could have won the match, but mine's like let Damian Priest lose it at Clash at the Castles to Drew McIntyre, or if Seth Rollins returns, he's going to win that belt.
I don't think Damian Priest is going to lose that belt anytime soon.
Nah, he isn't. No.
I don't think he's going to lose it anytime soon. I really like Damian Priest as champ.
I think it was the right decision.
I do too.
For a placeholder.
I don't know about placeholder. I think he can blaze his own trail, man, make his own legend.
He can be a singles competitor on his own.
I like Damian Priest. I always liked him.
It's just like they're setting up a match against Damian Priest versus Finn Balor at SummerSlam.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to definitely be interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking of interesting, you think Cody is still the draw he was before his historic run? To finish the story?
Yes. He had a really good match with AJ Styles.
I think so, too. I think he and AJ were, built for each other.
Yeah, they should do it again. Run it back.
About the same size. Very drastically different movesets.
Yeah.
Cody has I don't know, his moveset is almost like a cruiserweight.
Different.
And AJ Styles, he has some power moves.
Yeah,
but he's a high flyer.
You got to give AJ his flowers. He put Cody over.
He looks like a Bulgarian powerlifter.
Yeah.
The dude doesn't look like the same AJ Styles.
Not the same, but different.
Yeah, not the same.
No.
Speaking of not the same, but different, Jade Cargill, man. Her and Bianca Belair, they are the new women's tag team champions.
Already, which is a smart idea.
Already.
They're doing it quickly.
And the pop they got in Leon, off the chain, pain.
Awesome.
Off the chain. I mean,
I felt bad for Damage Control. It's just like it was a disadvantage for them.
It was weird because they were so over. It seemed like they were so overmatched.
Yes, Kairi Sane. Shout out to Kairi Sane. She was the MVP of this. Like she tried. She tried her best.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the match. Don't get me wrong, but you could see
it was overpowered.
Man. It was overpowered.
I felt bad for Asuka and Kairi Sane, man.
And they gelled so well, Bianca and Jade.
Like Damage Control, they had a pretty good reign. Pretty good reign.
They did.
I got to give them credit.
Yeah. Speaking of gelling, we talked about it briefly, but the Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, and Bayley match, I think that was a banger, man.
Awesome.
I think that was a banger match.
Like you were saying, like Naomi should have won.
And I say that because I feel like sometimes she's getting buried because she does go out. She's a great athlete. She goes out and put on good matches, and sometimes she carries the matches. That's what I've been noticing.
Bayley carries the matches sometimes.
She didn't carry that one. Not last night. Not yesterday, rather. Because watching her wrestle, Bayley's good. She's great.
Like she's a Hall of Famer in my opinion.
And Tiffany Stratton's great too.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you see Naomi. She takes the big bumps. She'll take the pin. She'll do whatever they tell her to do, and more.
They're waiting until the fall or next year to put that belt on her.
She is such a good worker.
Awesome.
Man. And like I said, I don't think I fully appreciated her until she left. When she left and went to TNA and became the Knockouts champion
very quickly.
And you see some of the matches she put on over there, and you're like, damn, she can wrestle.
Yeah.
How come they don't utilize her like this? And how come they didn't use her like this?
A long time ago.
Yeah, and she was champion before in WWE. And I just think that they not using her correctly.
Like Nia Jax.
Nia Jax is a really good wrestler, man.
Yeah.
And
she's coming for Bayley's belt.
And it's interesting, like I said, I follow her on social media, and it's really fun to see her interact with some of the people, she's supposed to be feuding with. And it just she has a really good social media presence, and she's very fun. I think they're missing a really prime opportunity to put the belt back on her.
Yeah.
Because she's very fun.
She was a really good champion, in my opinion.
And I know her persona is to be a heel, be unlikable, and stuff like that.
But she won the crowd over so many times.
She's won me over, man.
Yeah.
Especially, like I said, I follow her on social media a lot, and I really look forward to some of the things she interact with.
Yeah.
Because she is so fun. She's very fun to watch. And she's such a comedic personality.
Yeah.
And like she turns that off and go in the ring. It's like she's a different character.
I think I see Bayley like dropping the belt during SummerSlam against Nia Jax, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I think that
it's a prediction, but
it'd be good.
Spoiler.
And I've seen other things saying that Nia Jax is supposed to be joining the Bloodline.
That's happening.
That'd be fun to watch.
Like, what if Nia Jax wins that belt and she keeps it for a year and joins the Bloodline?
I would just like to see her join the Bloodline. I'd like to see Naomi join it.
Yeah, Naomi as a heel. I like her as a face better than a heel. It's just my opinion.
I like her as a face too. She's very fun to watch because she gets the crowd, and sometimes you can tell when the crowd is not into it. Yeah, but in France. Man,
finally worked,
and not finally worked. It's always been clicking.
Yeah,
because she has a lot of energy when she comes out. They're dancing and everything like that. But people can't get past that.
You remember at WrestleMania, Naomi didn't get a pop or something?
She didn't, and I thought that was kind of unfair.
But Jade Cargill got more of a pop than Naomi did. Like, it made no sense.
Naomi's been with the company a long time, and I think a lot of people are like we always say. People get spoiled by seeing something good all the time.
Yeah.
And so they see something good all the time. They say, okay, that's Naomi. She's coming back. She's going to wrestle. Blah, 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 blah. And then they see, something shiny and new like Jade Cargill and be like, oh, look at Jade Cargill. She's awesome. Not realizing that Naomi just out-wrestled all of them.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big problem.
It's unfair.
I think it's unfair, too. Speaking of crazy stuff, what happened to Drew Gulak? I'm seeing, let me
what's happening.
Let me preface this by saying I saw the interview with Triple H, and he said that, hey, we didn't fire Drew Gulak. his contract was not renewed. That's what he said.
Yeah.
He didn't say that he was fired. He didn't say this and that. He said, hey, we let go a lot of people every year. That's part of doing business.
It's usually once a year.
But Drew Gulak's been in the company like 8 years.
That's a long time.
Off and on since 2016. And all of a sudden, he's gotten these charges about sexual harassment, stuff like that. True or untrue, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
It's none of my business.
It's none of my business. If he did it, terrible stuff. If he didn't do it, I hope he's adjudicated. But at the same time, we weren't there. Someone accused him of something. Whether they believed her or not, I don't know. But he was let go.
I think it was a smart idea.
I think it was smart too. You can't have any kind of sexual harassment, sexual assault stuff near wrestling in that company, especially when they're just coming off the heels of Vince McMahon and his controversial stuff. They gotta distance themselves quickly away from this stuff.
Yeah,
they do
very quickly.
If he's accused of it, and he's found out guilty of it after they investigated, that's fine. But if these allegations come up like this, you gotta immediately say, hey, this guy's not wrestling no more. We need to investigate this and be very transparent in how this is, because I'm telling you, that Vince McMahon stuff probably could have sunk that company.
Yeah, it could have, but it didn't.
It didn't. He had to step down. Other people had to step up, and they had to detach his name away from everything.
Yeah.
And that was a smart thing to do for Endeavor TKO.
It was probably a great idea.
Probably a smart idea. Yeah, like I said, and Drew Gulak, he's not a big name.
No, he ain't.
But he's been with the company a long time.
Off and on.
And he's been Cruiserweight champion. He's been
he trained Charlie Dempsey.
Yeah, he's trained a lot of those guys in the Performance Center. Guys and girls.
Yeah.
But like I said, they had to distance themselves. I don't blame them.
I don't blame them either.
I don't blame them.
Me neither, no.
But, Triple H said that, some of these sources are not good sources.
They're bad.
He called out 2 different sources. I'm not going to name them.
Me neither. I don't want to get sued.
I don't want to get sued either. But he called them out and said they're not reputable, which is very damning if you in that space. Another big name that was released recently was Gable Stevenson.
I think it was a smart idea because he didn't wrestle every week.
That dude only had 3 matches in 4 or 5 years.
He wrestled Baron Corbin.
And he got booed.
Yeah, Baron Corbin got cheered for. Yeah. I felt bad for Corbin, man.
Corbin is he's a good soldier, man. He's a dude that goes put people over. He'll wrestle whatever you tell him to do. He'll wrestle every week.
He was a really good tag team champion.
That kind of rejuvenated his career a little bit, man.
Yeah.
Wrestling with Breaker.
They just don't give him a lot of credit.
I like I said, I see the logic behind why they put him in NXT. It's kind of like
to put fans for the ratings.
Well, kind of put new talent over, and also to probably help train Breaker a little bit.
You remember Baron Corbin had a really good match with Carmelo Hayes.
He's had a lot of good matches, period, since he's been back in
And
NXT.
Dragunov.
Yeah.
They just don't give him credit.
Don't give him the credit. But he's a really capable, competent big man, and he's coming back to the main roster.
Yeah, how is that going to work? It's just I hope he does not get booed at, but I don't know.
I don't think so. I think the fans have kind of reevaluated their relationship with him and say, this dude's a really good wrestler. Let's give him a chance.
He's awesome.
I think they're gonna give him a chance, man.
Please just give him a chance, fans. Please.
Because dude's a big man that can move in the ring, and
he put on really good matches in the main roster.
Yeah, and you can't find too many dudes that are that size that can move around like he can move around.
Let him go against Logan Paul. That'll be good.
Let him cook. Speaking of letting him cook, Obafemi, man.
Awesome,
man.
He put on an amazing match with Ivar, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty good match, too.
Ivar wrestled
Slobber
his butt
knocker.
off. Yeah.
Slobber knocker. I think, and we've said this before in our previous iterations of our podcast.
Yeah.
I think Obafemi is what they wanted Omos to be.
Yes.
The dude, really good talker.
Crazy
charisma.
Let him be with Omos. That will work.
I think he's a way better wrestler than Omos.
Like, put him with MVP.
I think he's a better. I don't think he needs MVP to talk for him.
Nah.
Like, Omos is not good at promos. We can say that. He's not good at promos. You see Obafemi, that dude sound like he's in damn Wakanda. He
yeah, he's going to go against Trick in the future, in my opinion.
That walkout, when he looked at Trick,
I see the future in Obafemi.
I see the future in both of those dudes.
Yeah.
Trick is special.
Trick's going to the main roster, in my opinion.
Trick's going to go to the main roster soon.
Yeah.
Oba is special, too. And
keep him in NXT.
I don't know, man. And it's weird to see Oba because he's so young. He hadn't been wrestling in NXT that long.
He just won the North American Championship last year.
Yeah, he won within a few months of coming to the company. Well, at least them introducing him. And I'm like, only other person I saw that had that kind of impact that quickly was Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, Tiffany Stratton, yeah.
And it's just so amazing to see Oba get that kind of pop, man.
Yeah.
Dude is special. I really enjoy watching him wrestle. He has a lot of big move sets, and he's really fun when he talks, man. What do you think?
He's awesome.
I like him a whole lot.
I think he's going to hold the North American Championship for a year.
Yeah. I think Trick is over, too. I think the fans, they've been wanting something different.
Like, let him keep it for a year, too.
I don't know. I think Trick is a dude that the fans really relate to.
Yeah.
Because he started from, like, the very bottom.
And he was Carmelo's sidekick for 2 years.
Well, they showed a thing 3 years ago. He was supposed to be, what's his name? The other, Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
One of his bodyguards. He was in, like, the military suit and stuff like that, the uniform. And I was like, this is incredible. This dude came from all the way down there to the champion in 3 years.
That's awesome.
And you got to kind of take your hat off to that, man.
I love Trick, man.
Dude put the work in.
Like, he won me over with the Dragunov match, the second one.
He won me over with he won me over a long time ago, especially when I heard him talk. And then, like, even when he and Carmelo started going their separate ways, I was like, I think it's something to this dude.
Yeah.
I told you that. I said, this dude he's a really good talker. He's awesome. And he's really good athlete.
He put on bangers, in my opinion.
Some of his movesets, man, that high knee lift, I was like,
it's similar to Triple H.
It's very similar to Triple H.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I was like, is this dude Triple H? But, you know, it's weird to see somebody but he's taller.
He is taller.
He's taller. You can see, like, the athleticism in him. The dude is incredible. I hope, you know, we're in, like, a golden age right now of, like, really good athletes being wrestlers.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping, you know, 5 years from now, Trick is still around and he's heavyweight champion or something.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I think it'd be awesome too. Him and Oba. I can't even imagine. And those guys are young.
Yeah.
They're not even in the prime of their career yet.
Yeah.
Think about that.
I'm thinking about that.
They're not even in the prime of their career. I get excited watching stuff like that because it's like, I don't know, you know, we don't really know, we don't appreciate what we're seeing.
Yeah.
And then, until it's gone.
Like, who's Obafemi's next challenger going to be?
I don't know. It's gonna probably Wes Lee.
Yes.
Once he's officially cleared to go.
Yeah. I missed Wesley for a long time.
You know, Wes Lee's a pretty good wrestler, man.
Yeah.
Pretty good wrestler. I really like him too.
He was a really good North American champion.
Yeah, and speaking of people coming back, what do you think about Kenny Omega? You know,
awesome.
You think
Kenny 4 belts?
Kenny 4 belts. We talk about Kenny Omega a lot because I like Kenny Omega.
I liked Kenny Omega. He won me over in 2021.
He won me over a long time ago when I saw him wrestle in New Japan Pro.
Yeah,
I realized, like, this dude he put us on bangers.
Yeah, with John Moxley.
And he wrestled anywhere.
Him and Adam Page.
Anywhere, man. Okada. He's wrestled Ospreay. He's wrestled everybody.
Yeah.
Just really fun. Really good talker, too.
I want to see him go against Swerve Strickland.
Yeah, I do, too. I think that's where the money's at.
Yeah.
He and Swerve, maybe I don't want to say a Texas death match like Hangman Adam Page was. 'Cause that was
with
banger.
Swerve.
That was a banger.
How did Hangman Adam Page win you over?
With Swerve.
Yeah.
Because he and Swerve, they attacked.
They wrestled 3 times and Swerve won 3 times.
They were so personal. And I was like, I don't know if I could do a personal thing like this, talking at somebody, because at a certain point, you know, I know me. You know, and this is why these guys are professionals. I get upset. Mm-hmm. Somebody talk about my family or talk about, me personally. I take it to heart. These guys have to like internalize this stuff and just separate it. Like this is part of the script. Mm-hmm. But some of the stuff they were saying just kind of crazy.
Nah, just not part of the script.
Not part of the script. So I watched it and I was like, I that's why I developed a different kind of respect for Hangman Adam Page because the dude can really wrestle.
He was a really good AEW champion.
He was, and
underrated reign in my opinion.
I agree. I agree with you. I agree with that.
He could have held it longer.
Yeah, but I think when Kenny O gets right back in the saddle, I think it's going to be really interesting with him and Swerve.
Like Swerve Strickland has to win 3 times to retain that belt.
I don't know, but like I said, let's enjoy the ride.
Yeah,
let's enjoy the ride. So
I like Swerve Strickland as champion.
I love Swerve, man.
Me too.
Duke can wrestle.
They should have done this a long time ago.
I think WWE kind of dropped the ball with him.
Yeah,
we've gone over that before, but I'll keep saying it. I think they dropped the ball with him.
Yeah.
I think I saw an interview, not necessarily an interview, but snippet of a TikTok with Kevin Nash. He was talking about the AEW. He was criticizing some of the AEW wrestlers and
bruh, Kevin Nash, bro, come on.
This dude had like three big moves. Not great in-ring skill.
It's just like AEW, they're still learning.
Yeah, they're a new-ish company.
It's just like, stop being so hard on them, Kevin Nash. It's just like, it's a learning process.
Dude's a hater.
Like, he's only a WWE guy.
No, he's a WCW guy, and he wrestled before.
TNA.
The dude was champ. He was champ. Let's not belittle him by saying, and he's a legend. He's a Hall of Fame dude.
Yeah.
He's a legend. But at the same time, man, this is not Grandpa's wrestling no more. This is 24-hour news cycle wrestling.
This is a golden era.
Golden era. We got 3-4 big companies that all they put on is wrestling matches. They travel the country, they travel the world, and it's kind of like weird to hear a legend keep poo-pooing on a fledgling company who haven't been around that long.
It's just like Adam Copeland's still the TNT champion.
Now, he did have some valid criticism, I think.
Yeah.
He said that they have way too many damn belts.
And I have to agree with him on this.
I agree with him on that, too. Because I said the same thing. I said that why do they have so many damn titles?
But Kevin Nash has a valid point, in my opinion.
He did have a valid point in that.
Yeah.
But some of the other stuff, and this is why we do this. People can have their own opinion, and I respect that. I respect the man's opinion, don't get me wrong, but I don't agree with it.
I respect Kevin Nash's opinion on too many belts in AEW. I agree with him.
Yeah, I agree with him on. Like I said, he has some valid points.
Yeah.
I think they do have way too many damn belts. You throw a rock into the ocean of AEW, you hit someone with a belt.
Yeah.
It's a little crazy. And we're going to start this up now. Match of the week, man. My match of the week was Willow Nightingale versus Skye Blue. That match was wild as hell.
So good.
It could have been a pay-per-view event. It
should have been.
I think Tony Khan was cooking with that one. What you think?
I think Skye Blue could win the championship, the TBS championship. She could in the fall. She could.
Like I said, I like Willow Nightingale, man. She really, since she's won that belt at TBS championship, I think
Mercedes Moné, she might win that belt. I see it because Willow Nightingale is a transitional champion, but let her keep it for 5 months, and that's it.
I do not agree that Willow Nightingale is a transitional champion. I think that she's a champion on purpose, and that she has a good run left in her. She's not even in the prime of her career yet.
No,
I think at some point she needs to make her way to WWE for a bigger stage.
Yes.
Because she is special.
Very good.
Very special. She resonates with the crowd. And, man, that driver at the end and that barbed wire table was crazy.
Yeah, I thought it was a power bomb or something.
It looked like a gut-wrench power bomb.
Yeah, it did.
But it was crazy because I watched it. I watched the match. I think I sent it to you earlier.
Yeah, I saw it.
And it was
crazy.
This shit is crazy. Yeah. The whole thing was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
And we keep using the C word because there's no other way to describe it. It was like a pay-per-view level event match. It was like a main event match.
It should have been a double or nothing.
You're probably right. I enjoy watching Willow wrestle, and like I said, she's really good. She's really good mic skills.
Yeah, very good mic skills.
So I think Tony Khan might have caught lightning in a bottle with her.
Yeah.
You know, he needs somebody. He needs a couple people like her, Mercedes Moné, make the and he already got Tony Storm.
Yeah, Tony Storm's still champion, which is awesome.
Yeah. So go ahead, bud.
I think Tony Storm is pretty awesome.
So I believe that they should, use that lightning in the bottle, make the women's division great.
That would be awesome.
I think it'd be awesome too. Mm-hmm. Well, that's it for me this week, Big Bud. Got any other things you want to holler at?
Jacob Fatu and Zoe Fatu, they're going to join the Bloodline.
They're coming.
Very soon.
They're coming.
Put those ones up, people.
Put the ones up, baby.
And they're going to kick out Roman Reigns in the group. I see it because The Rock's going to take his place.
We'll see.
The final boss.
The final boss. All right, folks. Till next time, see you around the way.
Bye.
Take it easy.